committee for this invitation, because of course you see I'm presenting Bio today, and we have contact with Russian organization having deal with biotechnology, but nevertheless having such meeting, it's opportunity to have new contact, new knowledge, and of course this is very important. Today I will talk about Bio, because I think that in Russia many people know that Bio is a pharmaceutical company, but in reality this is not like this. This is a chemical holding. Then I will talk about our Bio. This is a daughter company of Bio AG, which is located in Russia. Then about R&D department of Bio company in Russia, and me, I am presenting this department. And then I will mention some topics of interest for contact and maybe for cooperation in the field of biotechnology of Bio company. So, as I told, Bio is a holding, chemical holding, located over the world, international company. And headquarters is in Leverkusen. Here you can see the building of headquarters of Bio in Germany. Motto of Bio company, science for a better life. And this is why our chemistry, which we are doing, is about life science and about human everyday behavior. We have more than 112,000 employees over the world and around 300 filials over the world. And for R&D, Bio spends, for instance, last year, 3.1 billion euro. So this is a lot of money. But also because nearly 40% of product which Bio produce is developed by company itself. Next slide, please. So here on this slide you can see location of offices and production and even scientific center. You can see that this is really a global company. So business area. So motto is science for a better life. This is why we are looking for nutrition, and this is business for Bio crop science, healthcare. Then this is Bio healthcare comes, and high-tech materials which people have to deal every day. This biomaterial science who is developing polymers, coatings, nanoparticles, carbon nanotubes, and so on. So this is business area of holding in all. Next slide, please. So how structure of holding is organized. So we have three big companies. They are independent, but they are entered in company, in holding, and they are producing biohealthcare pharmaceuticals, bio-crop science for agriculture, chemicals, biomaterial science, as I told, polymers. But we also have some service group. Bio business service, this is IT, maybe people who help with programs for company, scientific program, libraries, they belong to Bio business service. Biotechnology, very important engineering company who develop technology for main business area of Bio AG. And Currenta, this is just logistic company, also important for the things run very smoothly in all holdings. Next slide, please. So Bio is one of 500 largest companies in the world, and it takes place number 6 in pharmaceutical production, number 2 in over-the-counter medicine, so medicine which is without prescription can be bought in the apotheke, in the pharmacy. Second place is producer of plant protection, and one or second place among the producer of similar product which produce biomaterial science. Main product of biomaterial science, this is the polycarbonate, polyurethane. So Bio takes place 1 or 2 in this production. Next slide. This is our board management. Mr. Dr. Deckers, he came to Bio last year in September, so he now is the boss of Bio Holding, and for innovation and research, responsible Dr. Plischke. Next slide, please. We have interesting global initiative now, life, leadership, integrity, flexibility, efficiency. So this is the rules of each employee of Bayer AG, and we have to follow this. This is the goal. Coming to the data. So sales from last year was 35 billion euro, and 48% from the sales come from Bayer Healthcare. From material science, nearly 30%. From crop science, around 20%. Next slide, please. And this sales comes from Europe, nearly 40%, so Bayer sell more in Europe than North America, around 20%, and Asia now, China is very important for Bayer, around 20% sales come from this area as well. So how budget, R&D budget is distributed? 3.1 billion euro. Nearly 70% of this budget goes to pharmaceuticals, because of course this is very expensive research. Next slide, please. Now comes our Bayer, daughter company of Bayer AG. This company was organized in 1995. And I must say that in principle, Bayer has a long story with Russia, because before revolution in
17.
No, it was in 1876. First factory which Bayer built outside of Germany was in Russia, dye stuff factory. But after revolution came, and of course contacts were broke, and only in 1995 Bayer came again to Russia. Next slide, please. And now, of course, we will grow every year, I must say. We have already 35 representative offices through all Russia and in former Soviet Union Republic, and we have 1,690 employees. All these offices, I told 35, they are selling offices, sell product which Bayer produce. But in 2009, Bayer opened Bayer System house in Noginsk, and this is first production of Bayer in Russia, small pilot plant. But the aim of this plant to formulate polyurethane. At the moment, this is only one task, because we would like to use local materials for formulation. And this is why this pilot plant was built. Next slide, please. So, coming to the structure of Bayer in Russia, here is how we are organized, and this is R&D department. I am head of this department. Next slide, please. And I will tell about some words what we are doing and why we are present in Russia. This is the structure of our department. We are only 3 persons, and our task is scouting, coordinating of project, R&D project which Bayer has in Russia, contact with the partner, and this is the main task. And next slide, please. I would like to show how we organize our work. If there are some scientific tasks which Bayer asks, and we should look for Russian scientific institution who can solve this task, or Russian scientific institution comes with a proposal, and if it fits to both organizations, then we have a research contract. Then we are looking for Synton project, is very important for biocrop science, and we are doing customer synthesis in Russia. Russian scientists are very skilled in organic synthesis, and we use this knowledge, and we are organizing even scale production of new product for Bayer in Germany. Next slide, please. So some figures of our cooperation during last 12 years, because we have already history. 12 years we are here in the Russian market having research cooperation with a Russian institution. During this time, around 50 organizations were involved in cooperation. We have cooperation agreement with Russian Academy of Science, and still running up to now, this cooperation agreement, which was signed in 1998. And till 2009, till Christ time, we had each year around 20 R&D contracts for polymer science, which we run in Russia. And as a result of this cooperation, I can mention that more than 15 international patent applications were sent on the results of these contracts. Next slide, please. Now, topic of interest of Bayer in biotechnology. Of course, Bayer is a modern and innovative company, and it works in biotechnology. Bayer Healthcare has medicine on the base of protein, biochemistry for the synthesis of active intermediates, biocrop science, plant biotechnology, genetic engineering, biomaterial science, raw materials for biochemistry, for polymer production. All this is very important for Bayer company. And for instance, Biotechnology services, this engineering company, they are also interested in biocatalyst, design of device for biochemistry. And for instance, these two examples I show here, this is a development by Biotechnology service. By shaker, fermenter, and this comes to the market to synthesize of therapeutic proteins, and analyzer for mycotoxin in grains. This is a device developed by Biotechnology service. But of course, anyway, we are working by work in biotechnology, but it can't do everything. This is why we are looking for partner. We are looking for those who knows better than we. And here on this slide, I show what is interesting for us, where we maybe feel that we need cooperation. Production of building blocks through fermentation, use of lignin for the synthesis of aromatics. This is for biomaterial sciences important topic because, as I told, biomaterial science produce polycarbonate and polyurethane. So the aim is to substitute for starting materials for materials which is made through biochemistry. Biocatalysis know-how, fermentation capacity, this is also a topic for maybe cooperation. Optimization of enzyme, know-how in this area. Enzyme library, strain collection. So this is some of points which can be topic of negotiation. Next slide, please. And in conclusion, I can tell you once more that Bayer is an international corporation which is directed to human health, nutrition, and high-tech materials necessary for life. And all this fits very well for biotechnology. Thank you very much for your attention.
Are there any questions?
Yeah, I have some comments. In the previous to last slide, you mentioned the biocatalysis, filtration, enzyme library, etc. So you are in place. We have it in Institute of Biochemistry. We have also some capacities in Institute of Biochemistry in other places.
Yes, I think that this is why this is very important that I'm here today. And when you did your presentation, I think that we have the point which we can discuss. This is very, very useful for me to be here. Okay. Thank you. I will give you my card.